Okay, so good evening, class. Today we will continue with our chapter that is primary discussions on auditing. We have completed almost everything. We have talked about many things. The most important question that what are the types of errors? We have talked about frauds. We have talked about misappropriation of cash, misappropriation of goods. Okay, we have also talked about how auditing can be considered as a social science, right? So today's class will be a short one because we will complete this chapter and we have very few things left over here, and today I'm not going to start company audit. We'll start in the next class. Okay, so let's just start. Today we will consider, we will discuss three concepts. One is bookkeeping, one is accountancy, another is auditing. Okay, now what is bookkeeping? হয়তো অনেকে শুনবি যে there was an additional subject in our days. We used to have an additional subject which was bookkeeping. আমার নিজেরই ছিল এই সাবজেক্টটা, বুককিপিং। ওকে, না হোয়াট ইজ বুককিপিং? বুককিপিং মানে এটা নয় যে বইকে গুছিয়ে রাখতে হবে, নো, দ্যাট ডাজন্ট মিনস bookkeeping. So it's a subject which is related to accountancy. So what is bookkeeping? The function of bookkeeping is that recording the transaction, means the daily transaction that is occurring in the different books of accounts. We have purchase book, we have day books, right? We have journals, we have ledgers. So the work of bookkeeping is that what? To record the daily transactions in the different books of accounts. Okay, now this work is done by whom? This work is done by bookkeeper. This work is done by bookkeeper. So what is the work? Recording the daily transactions. Recording the daily transaction in different books of accounts. So this is bookkeeping. This is bookkeeping. And who does this work? Bookkeeper. Now, as soon as this bookkeeping ends, accountancy begins. So first is what? Bookkeeping. As soon as bookkeeping ends, accountancy begins. Now what is accountancy? Accountancy is considered what? It is considered that whether there are any errors in recording the transaction in the books of account or not. We consider what? We consider that whether there are any errors left or errors done while recording the daily transaction in the different books of accounts or not. We have to rectify those things. Okay, we have to rectify those. In accountancy, we try to determine the financial position of an organization. In bookkeeping, it is just the recording part. When bookkeeping ends, the real accountancy starts. In accountancy, what we do? We try to find out, determine the company's, organization's financial position. We consider that whether there are any errors or not in recording those transactions. This is accountancy, which is done by whom? An accountant. And then comes the concept of auditing as soon as the work of an accountant ends. That is when accountancy ends, the work of auditing begins. So first is bookkeeping, second is accountancy, and third is auditing. First we need to record the daily transaction. Next we need to check whether there are any errors. We need to find out the financial position, and then after that comes auditing as soon as the work of an accountant ends. And auditing is done by whom? Auditing is done by auditor. Now what is auditing? Auditing means what? Verification of the accounts which is prepared by the accountant. Here the accountant is verifying the work of the bookkeeper, and here the auditor is verifying the work of the accountant. So see, three things are related but they are different from each other. So what is the work of an auditor? To check, to verify the accounts that is prepared by the accountant, With the help of what? With the help of several documents, vouchers, statements, and everything, so that an auditor is capable of reporting on the financial, actual working result, actual financial position of the organization. Is it clear? Is it clear? So, these three things are related: bookkeeping, accountancy, auditing, but they are not same. When one ends, another begins. When another ends, the last one begins. So bookkeeping, accountancy, and auditing. Is it clear? So this was one of a small concept. Questions can come like this: that what is the relation among bookkeeping, accountancy, and auditing? You have to write. Okay. Now, the next concept. The next concept is what? The next concept is, wait. Okay. The next concept what we will study today is the difference between accountancy and audit. The difference between accountancy and audit. And this is a very important question actually. Very important question that comes. The difference between accountancy and audit. Okay. Is it visible? Yeah. Okay. So accountancy first. Accountancy first. What is accountancy? Accountancy, just we have studied, is concerned with the preparation of final accounts. Concerned with the preparation of final accounts. Right? Whereas, what is the work of auditing? What is the work of auditing? Auditing is concerned with the verification and examination. Verification and examination of what is recorded in the books and give a report on the actual financial position that we have talked about. So in the first point, give the definitions of accountancy and auditing. Okay, then first point, nothing to explain. This is nothing to explain. I'm just discussing the points that you need to write when this question comes. Number 2 is what? Number 2, this one was scope. The first one point was related to the scope. Next, if we talk about the objectives, so what is the object? The object of accountancy is what? The financial position. Okay, to show the financial position. The objective of accountancy is what? To show the financial position. Whereas the objective of audit is to what? To give a report on the financial result. To give a report on the financial result. Correct? Number 3 point. Number 3 is what? Qualification. To be an accountant, you hardly need, there is no such hard and fast rule. If you are from commerce background, you can do accountancy. There is no hard and fast rule. But regarding audit, there must be a CA. Chartered accountant is must, because auditing cannot be done by anyone. It is not possible. So here comes the qualification point. Next, number 4. I'm moving a little bit faster. Status. An accountant is a paid employee. But in case of an auditor, you cannot say that an auditor is a paid employee. It's not possible for you to say that. He is an independent person. Who is appointed for a specific purpose by the owner of the organization. You cannot say that an auditor is a paid employee. No, we cannot say that, because an auditor is someone who is a professional, who is an expert. So he is an independent person. Number 5, if we talk about the tenure, if we talk about the time period, then accountancy to আমরা সারা বছর করি, throughout the year. Similarly, audit account সারা বছর অনেক সময় অনেক অর্গানাইজেশন ফর দ্য হোল ইয়ার অডিট ক্যারি আউট করে, ইন্টারিম অডিট, ইন্টারনাল অডিট, অনেক রকমের অডিট। বাট মোস্টলি অডিট কখন হয়? অ্যাট দ্য এন্ড অফ আ ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল পিরিয়ড। মোস্টলি অ্যাট দি এন্ড অফ দি ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল পিরিয়ড অডিট হয়, ঠিক আছে? আফটার এভরিথিং we do audit for a long period of time, ঠিক আছে? Next if we talk about the tenure of the work was that, if we talk about the tenure of the persons who are working, so accountant is working forever, means accountant is a permanent employee, but here auditor is not a permanent employee. Is auditor a permanent employee? No, auditor is appointed for a longer period of time, whereas accountant is a permanent employee. Is it clear? Okay. Next, in case of auditing, there are rules and regulations. Yes or no? We need to follow rules and regulations. The auditor needs to follow whatever is given as per the Chartered Accountants Act. Okay, the auditor needs to follow several rules and regulations. But in case of accountant, there is no such hard and fast and strict rules that is necessary to be followed. In case of accountancy, submission of report is not necessary. There is nothing that we have to submit a report. An accountant is not required to submit any kind of report. But in case of auditing, it is mandatory to submit a report, because that is the primary objective of auditing, to give a report. But before giving a report, you need to submit a report to the management. I've talked about this earlier also, that before publishing anything, we need to submit the report to the management. Clear? So this is the difference between accountancy and audit, and it's a very important question. Clear? So we have completed two concepts. One is bookkeeping, auditing, accountancy, what is the relation, and another is what is the difference between accountancy and audit. Today's class is a very boring one actually, but I am not interested, because these are the things that you all know anyways. But we have to complete our syllabus, so let's just do it. Okay, now there are again two concepts, auditing and accounting control. Now what auditing and accounting control, are they the same thing? Auditing and accounting control, same thing? No. Control is a wider aspect. Control is a much more wider aspect than auditing. Auditing is related to control. Auditing is a control, is a kind of control. What control? Auditing controls the financial aspect, right? Auditing controls the financial aspect, but accounting control, if I talk about only control, if not accounting, then if only control I'm talking about, if I talk about only control, then control is a bigger thing, because control refers to control of everything, starting from management, ownership, accounts, audit, everything. So it is related, of course, but they are not the same thing. Control always covers a wide aspect. Now if we talk about accounting control, then we are specifying it. So we cannot say auditing and control is the same thing. Similarly, we cannot say that auditing and accounting control is the same thing. No, it's not possible. The main scope of auditing is what? The financial aspect, only the financial aspect. Whereas control means everything. Control is wider than that of audit. If there is a proper control system within an organization, then the task of the auditor becomes easier. Of course, if everything is done in a proper and well manner, if all the recordings have been done in a proper way, in a correct manner, following all the rules and regulations of the accounting rules and regulations, then the work of the auditor will be easier, right? So a good control system always helps in auditing. but we cannot say that auditing means control. It is definitely a part, it is definitely related to it, but they are not the same thing. It's control is something a wider aspect, whereas auditing is a very narrow and smaller aspect. Clear? Next, auditing and investigation. Another question very rarely comes, but let's talk about is auditing and investigation. Now we all know that auditing and investigation, this auditing and investigation, they are not at all same that we can understand, because what is investigation and what is auditing? Auditing just means what? To give a report on the actual financial position and working results of an organization. But what is investigation? To investigate, to search, to inquire. Okay, so that is investigation. Investigation is not just giving a report, but auditing is just giving a report. But here investigation means we need to find out each and every details. Each and every details. Okay, they are not the same thing at all. We cannot call them synonymous. It's not possible. It's not possible to call them synonymous as well. Clear? So this is already an investigation. I just don't want to go into in-depth concept of all this, because you have to write it. Means you know the thing, and what more I can say. You have to just write it when question comes. Okay, you just know the basic difference. Okay, now what are the social object of audit? One more question. What are the social object of audit? Now this is a very easy question. What are the social object of audit? Object of audit we have talked about yesterday, means in previous class only we have talked about how audit plays the role of a social science, right? How audit is contributing to the society. So what are the social object? Now if we talk about the social object, just guess. The first will be, and the foremost that is coming in our mind is what? Protection of the interest of the shareholders, or protection of the interest of the stakeholders. Correct? Now if we talk about the stakeholders, means what are the protection that who are the people the audit is protecting? First is the shareholders interest. How? Because the auditing is giving, means the auditor is giving a report that will help the shareholder to understand the position the company is standing, because they have invested in that company. So in this way, they are protecting the shareholders. They are not hiding any facts. They are revealing everything. Next, protection of national interest. Protection of what? National interest. Now how national interest? It stops tax evasion. And tax is very important for our society, for our nation. That's why tax is collected, for the upliftment of our nation. So how it is helping in this national interest? By checking everything, to check that whether there is any tax evasion or not, to prevent tax evasion. Okay. So this is one more thing. Next is safeguarding of capital erosion. Sometimes it may so happen that the company's capital is getting eroded. Why? There could be many reasons for this erosion. Suppose high tax rate is being paid. Means the company doesn't know how to manage, how to have a tax planning. Tax planning is necessary for every organization. Tax planning doesn't mean tax evasion. Tax planning means do work in such a way so that the tax could be reduced. You have to pay a little less amount. Tax you have to pay, but manage it. So sometimes because of this tax planning failure, sometimes high rate of tax the company needs to be paid, and that's why what is happening, the capital of the company is getting eroded. Sometimes dividend is being paid from profit, inflated profit rather, not the actual profit. So what is happening when I'm showing, if my profit is suppose 10 crore but I'm showing 100 crore, so it's inflated one. And now if I pay dividend, then it's going out of the capital actually, because my actual profit is 10 but I'm showing it as 100 crores. So in this way this happens. So auditing will help in protecting this. Then it will help it to pay fair wages to the workers, determine the fair wages. It will help to determine the fair price, that is what reasonable price for the consumers. Sometimes what we see that they are means shops or markets or organizations are giving a huge rate of discount. They have hiked up the price and then they are giving a high rate of discount. So are they correct? No, of course not. They are fooling the customers. So auditing tries to protect this. Next, fair return to the investors. Of course, this whenever it is protecting the stakeholders, it means it is protecting the investors only. Okay, so these are the social object. These are the social object of audit. Fine. So next come to the last topic, and let's complete this. The qualities of an auditor. What are the qualities of an auditor? What are the qualities of an auditor? Last topic. Now qualities are two types. One is educational, that is professional educational qualities. Another is what? That is inherited, acquired qualities. Acquired qualities. Okay, educational, and another one is what? Acquired. Now if we talk about educational qualification of an auditor or professional qualification, an auditor, what an auditor needs? A person who is a chartered accountant. As per the Chartered Accountants Act 1949, he must be a holder of the Chartered Account certificate. Then only that person could act as an auditor. Correct. Next, other qualification what? Just general knowledge. Other qualification কি লাগতে পারে একটা অডিটরের? চার্টার্ড অ্যাকাউন্টেন্টের সার্টিফিকেটটা তো হয়ে গেল, তাছাড়া কি লাগতে পারে? নলেজ অ্যাবাউট অ্যাকাউন্টেন্সি. অফকোর্স ইফ ইউ ডোন্ট হ্যাভ দি নলেজ অ্যাবাউট অ্যাকাউন্টেন্সি, then you cannot be an auditor. Because an auditor is a person who is an expertise in this field. Knowledge about the techniques of auditing, how to check, how to perform his duties, knowledge about different laws, company law, labor law, every law, whatever law is there, the auditor needs to know. Knowledge about the principles of economics, even in the economic area, he must have knowledge. Then functions and organizations of business, how business functions, what are the organization, how a business is organized, everything. Knowledge about case laws, different case laws. The auditor must know about the different case laws, because the auditor needs to protect his client. At least aware his client, not protect, at least aware his client. Because I have told you in the last class also that auditor does not publish a report randomly. Suddenly auditor will never publish a report. Auditor will first give the report, show the report to the management, to the owners for discussion. They will discuss the thing. If the owner or the management rectifies those, then the auditor will give a good report. But if not, then only the auditor can go for further report. The auditor will ask the owner and management. Knowledge about language. Okay, knowledge about language, because he must be prepared for everything. He must be well acquainted in language in which he has to submit a report. He or she. Okay, not only he or she. So this is auditing. This is the educational qualities of an auditor. Next comes about the personal qualities or abilities that we all know: honesty and intelligence, impartial attitude. Of course, the auditor must be impartial, because he or she is a person who is an expert, who is a person of integrity. So he must have an impartial attitude. She must be honest. She must be intelligent. She must be vigilant, very cautious. A man who is an auditor must be having a personality. Of course, when we see professionals, they must have a personality. In whatever job you are, you must carry a personality, whether you are an auditor or an accountant or whatever. There is a personality that first attracts people. why we get attracted to salesman, because the salesman is having that personality that will attract you first. Wherever you go, you just first get attracted to the person's personality, right? Otherwise, I don't think so people prefer that salesman or prefer that CEO, prefer that accountant, because personality is everything. Everything, the smart, the way you're carrying yourself, everything, it's everything. Next, strategic and conscious approach. Yes, the auditor must have a very strategic and conscious approach. In clever way, he must be able to extract all the information. He must be clever enough to understand that someone is hiding this or hiding that. So he must be capable enough to extract the information so that his report or her report is a perfect one. He must be sincere. Of course, an auditor must be sincere, because otherwise you cannot join such a profession if you are not sincere. And a person with some common sense, which is very uncommon in human beings. So the person must have common sense. So these are the qualities that an auditor must have. One is the educational one, another is the acquired qualities. Correct? So this is easy, very easy. Just know the points and write it in your own words. It's a theory subject, it's a good subject, it's a very interesting subject. Few chapters you will study is very interesting, technical. Of course, this first chapter is a pure theory, so it's a little boring, but still, in the first class, if I would have asked you what is auditing, I know that people would have answered that, ma'am, auditing means checking. Such a lame answer. Auditing never means to check. Auditing means to give a report on the financial position, on the actual working result of an organization. Right? Auditing doesn't mean checking. We also used to think that auditing means checking. Auditing means checking. And we also used to answer our teacher that, what is auditing? Sir, auditing means checking. No. Such a wrong concept, such a wrong thing that we know. So we need to know the theory of everything. Then only the practical evolves. Correct? So done for today. In the next class, we'll start company audit. Excited for that. Okay. So thank you, class.